In the previous video, we started the Internet of Things Cloud project with Laravel and implemented the model and the CRUD operation for devices. We can now create, edit and delete a device. Now we move forward and focus on the model for things. A thing or things is a virtual representation of a device or a collection of devices, including variable and properties that can be monitored or controlled. First, we create a model and migration for things. PHP artisan make model thing -m. With this command, we create the model and the migration too. And I make model, sorry. Yes, make model. Now I go to the database and migration and things table. For the things, first we need a name. For example, table string name. We need a description. Table. We make this description a text and description, and we make description nullable. And we have a foreign ID for the user ID. Now I go to the app models and things model. I don't need this for now, and I will insert the protected fillable for the name, description and user ID. Now I will insert the relation to the user and for devices and maybe for variables, cloud variables. We start with the user relation. Public function user, and we have here return this belongs to user. Perfect. Now we need the relation to devices. Public function devices, and devices here we have has many. Return this has many device class, and perfect. Now I go to the device model, and here I will insert belongs to relation. I will insert here public function thing, for example, return this belongs to thing class, and here missing function return type, I add return type. And I go to the database migration, I go to the device table, and here we have user ID, but I will insert the foreign ID for the thing ID. Now I can test PHP artisan migrate fresh --seed, and I have a failure here, and is the error because we don't have the things table. That means I can change the date from the things table, and I will refactor, and I will insert here the date before this date from the device table. For example, 14. Refactor. Perfect. Now I can rerun PHP Artisan migrate fresh seed. And now it works. Perfect. But we continue with the next migration on models. For example, I need make model for the variable cloud variable. I can make cloud variable -m. Perfect. Now in the cloud variable and cloud variable table, I define the name for the cloud variable, the type, what kind of type, integer, float, string, and so on, value, and foreign ID to the thing ID. And in the model, I have this relation belongs to things. A cloud variable belongs to things and the protected fillable. Now I make a controller, PHP artisan make controller, and I have a things controller and a cloud variable controller, and thing controller. Now in the thing controller we have the function for the CRUD operation, index, create, edit, and show. And in the cloud variable controller is the same, but we make the logic in the Livewire. Now in the routes we have the group for the things and the group for the cloud variable. Now I go to the sidebar and I will insert here a URL to the things and to the cloud variable. And I have the route to the URL to the things index, and for the cloud variable the same. Now in the I use some beautiful icons from the hero icons, and we have dashboard, device, things, and cloud variables. Okay, for the things the same. Now I go to the things index. I mean here and here and x applet, and for the cloud variable and the same. Perfect. Now I create the component for the things, the Livewire component for the things index, and the same like in the previous video where we created the device, create, edit, index, and show. I have already the things Livewire components for create, edit, index, and show. You find the code on the GitHub. Now I make a PHP artisan migrate fresh. I have empty device, empty things. I will insert the device. I tested the cancel button and now it works because I have a small bug here. Name Arduino Uno R4, Arduino test, create device. Perfect. Show, it works. The edit Arduino Uno update works, and delete works too. Perfect. Now I go to the things, I create the things, test, super test, create things, and show. I have here the name, description, the owner, Bogdan, and no device associated, no variable. Perfect. And for the things, we make edit 2. For example, test 5 and super test 7, update things, and it works, and we make a delete 2. It works. Now I make a commit and push, and you find the code on the GitHub. The link is in description. Perfect. I did the same for the cloud variable, and as I mentioned, the complete code is on GitHub. However, now I want to explain a few details about the concept. Why do you need things or cloud variable? I open here the application and we have this relation: device, things, and cloud variable. Okay. A thing represents a logical group or an entity in Internet of Things application. It can be considered as an abstract representation of a device or a collection of devices. The device is a physical hardware component, such as an Arduino Uno R4, Raspberry Pi Pico, and so on. And the cloud variable is a variable stored in the cloud that device can read from or write to. For example, you use an Arduino to control a LED via cloud variable. First, we need to insert the device, then the things, and the cloud variable. I will make now a step-by-step implementation. For example, we create things. For example, create things, and I will insert as name home automation. And the description, for example, controls and monitors home devices. Create things. Now I want to register a device. I go to the create device. I will insert here a name, for example, living room Arduino, and by type I will write Arduino Uno R4, and I think it is okay now. And I have the controls the living room LED as description. Now I go to the cloud variable, click on the create cloud variable, and I will insert a name for this variable, for example, LED state. I will select a type boolean and a value, for example, false, and I will select the things, home automation. But the value field must be true or false. I need a 0 here. Perfect. Now we have device, things, and cloud variables, but we need a layer for the connection. That means when I create a device, I want to generate a code for example, for Arduino or for Raspberry Pi Pico, and then I can connect the device with my Laravel cloud. That means we have two solutions. We can add a model for the connection things. For example, we need Wi-Fi password. We need maybe a status for the device, or we can add these properties directly in the device table. For this example, I will insert this Wi-Fi direct here in the device because the Wi-Fi credential is for a device. And we make this type, description, metadata, secret key. I will make here, for example, and I will say I insert Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi password, but with nullable. And I add column for the status and default is offline. Now I go back in the model, that's mean in the device model, and I will insert here the other fillable. And I have here the Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi password and status. But I will make a function for the encrypt the password for the Wi-Fi. For example, public function set Wi-Fi password. I have here some autocomplete, but I don't need. Yeah, it is okay. I think it is okay. I can make now this attribute Wi-Fi password encrypt value. Perfect. And I add void. But I need a function for the encrypt. That's mean public function get Wi-Fi password attribute string value. And I make here return decrypt value. Now I can make PHP artisan make PHP artisan migrate fresh minus minus seed. Perfect. Now I will implement MQTT subscription. That means I will create an artisan command to handle MQTT subscription and update devices. For example, I will write a command PHP artisan make command, and I will name this command MQTT subscription or MQTT subscribe command. Perfect. Now in the app console commands, I find this file MQTT subscribe command. Protect signature is okay. I will insert the description here, and in the handle I will insert the logic. First we need the MQTT connection. We have already PHP MQTT Laravel client. That's mean we can make a variable MQTT The command is ready. That is only a very simple example. Later we make some jobs, but for testing it is okay. Okay, We go now in the front end and I will create a device. Later, I will make that we generate here a code for the Arduino or Raspberry Pi Pico or other microcontrollers. But for now, I will manually insert the code in Arduino with this ID. Now I prepare here a code for the Arduino Uno R4 where I connect to the broker with the device ID from the Laravel application. Here is the broker, username, password, and so on. It's a very simple code that publish the device ID to the broker. Now I go to the broker. I'm connect to the broker. And now I connect the device. And I get here the devices and the ID and the status. Okay. Now in Laravel, I must run the command php artisan MQTT subscribe command. I run this command. And now I will connect the device again. And I have a update status for the device. That means when I go now in the database for devices, I have here the online status. Now I disconnect the device and I have offline status, and in the database I have again offline. I connect the device. I have online. I disconnect the device. I have offline. Okay. I will stop here, and in the next video I will continue. That is only a start point, and the next lesson I will prepare a job for this MQTT subscribe. But we will see in the next video. Bye.